Good morning, everyone. I do hope this video is working. I'm not very good with technology. I have some exciting news to share with you. The book I spoke about last time I spoke to you, my new book, King Arthur's Dragon, has now been published and it is available on Amazon. This Sunday last, we actually launched the book at the deconsecrated church of St. Cuke, up in the hills beyond Pontardawe, which is not far from Swansea here in South Wales. How this story came about is quite mysterious. A group of friends, we were sat, it was last summer, one evening, and we'd only just sat down, we'd only just met, and all of a sudden, lovely Catherine, who is a gifted psychic and medium, suddenly said, "Quiet everyone, quiet everyone. King Arthur is here with a dragon." Well, can you imagine the reaction? We were all astonished and looked at her as if, well, what on earth? And the next thing, she turned to me and she said, "Pam, this is for you. You have to write another story." And I looked at her and I said, no. In fact, I think I put my hands up in the air. I said, "No, I'm having a rest." And Catherine said, "But Pam, it's King Arthur." And I said, "I don't care who it is. I'm having a rest." It doesn't quite work like that, does it? By the next morning, my mind was full of a strong memory of something that had happened a good many years ago up at Llangwch deconsecrated church, very near to the church, just on the outside of the boundary wall, when the azure dragon was spotted. Now that was an incredible thing. I didn't see it. I don't have psychic gifts to see. I'm very sensitive to energies and other things, but I don't actually see. But I have a number of friends who do. And this particular friend saw it. And I'm not going to go into that because the memory of that incredible incident is in the story. So, the following morning, after Catherine telling me, "Pam, you have to write another story and make sure you get it right about the dragons. That's the message from King Arthur." I sat at the bottom of the garden here in Peacemaler and I wrote the first chapter easily. And I also had a really good idea of how the story was going to end. But I didn't know what was going to unfold in the middle of it. But it came. And what unfolded was very much a Gower adventure. Now here in this part of South Wales, the Gower Peninsula is an area of outstanding beauty, with fantastical history and legends and mythology and all the rest of it. And so, this book is full of all of that. Please, do go out and buy it. If you're visiting Gower this summer, this book is ideal for you to buy. It's also an excellent book for your youngsters and certainly will entertain them during the summer holiday and also throw up a lot of questions. Now, because I'm an ex-teacher, always at the back of my adventure stories I have extra information. So stuff about all the myths and the legends, and especially the dense history of Gower, things that arise in the story, are there in the extra information at the back with colour illustrations. So it's educational as well. All the proceeds from the sales of King Arthur's Dragon, like all of my books, go back into the Peace Marler project, the educational project for global citizenship and world peace. And we are grateful for every penny that comes to us. We do not have any official funding, and everyone involved with Peace Marler, we are all unpaid volunteers. So we're very grateful for the proceeds from this book and everything, all the other educational materials that we sell. Oh, and before I switch this video off, tonight is the strawberry full moon, apparently a very powerful one. And so we are advised to release what we no longer need in our lives, ask for what we do need in our lives, and give thanks, be grateful for the blessings that we do receive. Have a good day, everybody. Please go out and buy